Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simply Explained English.
Hi guys, I'm Sarah, and as always, I'm here with Jack.
Today, we have a topic that is all around us, every second of every day, but we almost never think about it: electricity.
That is so true. You only ever notice it when it's gone. It's something we completely take for granted.
Exactly. And when it disappears, you suddenly realize how dependent on it we are. Our modern lives would completely change without it.
It's a scary thought. Well, today, our character, Amber, is going to experience this for just a few hours. Let's see how she handles it.
Before we hear Amber's story, just a quick reminder that if you enjoy our podcast,
Please take a second to like and make a comment. It helps us a lot.
Your support means the world to us. Okay, let's turn out the lights and listen to Amber's adventure in the dark.
My name is Amber. Last Tuesday evening, I was at home. I was listening to music on my smart speaker. My laptop was charging, and I was just about to start cooking dinner. My entire evening was planned around technology. Suddenly, everything stopped. The music, the lights, the hum of the fridge, everything. There was a power cut. My first feeling was annoyance. I couldn't cook, I couldn't work on my laptop, and the Wi-Fi was gone, so my phone had no internet. I felt completely cut off from the world. At first, I was really bored. I walked from room to room with my phone's flashlight, but there was nothing to do. I looked at my phone and saw I was starting to run out of battery, which made me feel a little anxious. That anxious feeling made me think, what if the power didn't come back for days? Our entire modern world would just stop. No lights, no internet, no fridge, no phone. We would be completely in the dark, in every sense of the word. I wondered how difficult it would be for people to adapt to a world without it. I think we have forgotten how to live any other way. Then I remembered I had some candles in a drawer. I lit a few, and the apartment was filled with a warm, soft light. I sat on the sofa and, just to do something, I picked up a book that I had started months ago but never finished. I started reading by candlelight. The world of the book felt more real in the quiet. There were no digital distractions, no notifications, no emails, just the story. I began to appreciate the quiet and realized how noisy my normal life was. When the lights suddenly came back on, the loud hum of the fridge and the blinking lights of the Wi-Fi router felt aggressive and invasive. For a moment, I missed the silence. That power cut taught me that I need to unplug more often, and it gave me a real sense of calm.
That's such a thought-provoking story. It really makes you think.
It does. Her description of the world stopping is so accurate. It's amazing how much we rely on electricity. The story is full of great words to talk about it.
It is. Let's start with the big theme: dependent on. If you are dependent on something or someone, it means you need them in order to live or operate correctly.
And we are all very dependent on the internet in our daily lives. Now, repeat that sentence. We are all very dependent on the internet in our daily lives.
Amber said her entire evening was planned around technology. The adjective entire means whole or complete, with no part missing.
I was so hungry after the long walk that I ate the entire pizza by myself.
The entire pizza, Sarah? I'm impressed.
I was! Okay, let's practice. Say this with a full stomach. I ate the entire pizza by myself.
When the power went out, she noticed the hum of the fridge stopped. A hum is a low, steady, continuous sound, like the one made by a machine.
That's right. For example, I can't sleep because of the hum of the air conditioner. Now, repeat that. I can't sleep because of the hum of the air conditioner.
The reason for the silence was a power cut. This phrase is the most common way to say there is a temporary stop in the electricity supply.
Last winter, there was a big storm and we had a power cut for 6 hours. Let's repeat that. We had a power cut for 6 hours.
Without power and internet, she felt cut off. This phrasal expression means to feel separated or isolated from the rest of the world or other people.
When I go camping in the forest, I have no phone signal, so I feel completely cut off. But sometimes I like it.
I know what you mean. It can be peaceful. Let's practice the phrase. Say this with a bit of drama.
Without Wi-Fi, I feel totally cut off from my friends.
A modern-day panic. In the story, Amber's phone started to run out of battery. The phrasal verb here is to run out of something. It means to use all of something so that there is none left.
Exactly. It's very common. You can run out of time, run out of money, run out of milk. For example, I wanted to make a coffee, but we have run out of milk.
That's a perfect example. Let's practice with the original phrase from the story, but remember it can be used for many things. Say this with a little panic in your voice.
My phone is about to run out of battery.
Amber said we would be completely in the dark. This idiom has two meanings. Literally, it means to be in a place with no light, but figuratively, it means to not know about something that other people know about.
The story uses the literal meaning. For the figurative meaning, you could say, he didn't tell me about his plans. I was completely in the dark. Let's practice the figurative meaning. Repeat. I'm in the dark about what happened.
And she added that we would be in the dark in every sense of the word. This is a powerful phrase. It means that what you are saying is true in every possible way, both literally and figuratively.
Exactly. She meant we would have no lights and no information. It's a perfect use. A different example is, she is an artist in every sense of the word. Now, repeat that with a confident, strong voice. She is an artist in every sense of the word.
Amber also thought about how difficult it would be for people to adapt. The verb to adapt means to change your ideas or your behavior to fit a new situation.
It's something everyone has to do in life. For example, when he moved to Japan, he had to adapt to a very different culture. Now, repeat that sentence. He had to adapt to a very different culture.
To deal with the darkness, Amber found some candles. A candle is a stick of wax with a string inside called a wick, which you burn to produce light.
They're often used for a nice atmosphere. For example, she decorated the table with flowers and candles for the romantic dinner. Let's practice that. She decorated the table with flowers and candles.
And she was reading by candlelight. This is a great phrase that means with only the light from candles and no electric light.
It sounds romantic, but it's not very practical. My grandmother told me she had to do her homework by candlelight when she was a child.
Wow, that must have been difficult. Let's say that phrase with a calm, old-fashioned feeling. He sat by the fire, reading a book by candlelight. She found that reading by candlelight was better because there were no digital distractions. A distraction is something that takes your attention away from what you are supposed to be doing.
My phone is a huge distraction when I'm trying to work. I have to put it in another room.
That's a very common problem. Let's practice. Say this with a focused voice. I need to study without any distractions.
In the silence, she began to appreciate the quiet. This phrase means to understand the value of silence and to enjoy it.
After a long, noisy day at work with the children, I love to just sit in my chair for 5 minutes and appreciate the quiet. Let's repeat that with a calm, relaxed voice. Let's go to the park and appreciate the quiet. When the power returned, she noticed the blinking lights of the router. The verb to blink means to turn on and off again very quickly.
When a car's alarm is on, you can see its lights blinking. Let's practice. Say this one quickly. The little red light on the machine was blinking.
And all the returning lights and sounds felt invasive, something that comes into your life or space and makes you feel uncomfortable. For example, very loud ads or personal questions.
For me, very loud advertisements on the internet feel very invasive when I'm trying to read something.
That's a perfect example. Let's say this one with an annoyed tone. I find his personal questions very invasive. And the lesson Amber learned was to unplug. This means to stop using technology like your phone or computer for some time to relax.
I'm going to the mountains this weekend. I'm leaving my laptop at home because I really need to unplug. Let's repeat that with a relaxed voice. My New Year's resolution is to unplug more often.
And this experience gave her a sense of calm. This phrase describes a feeling of being peaceful, quiet, and free from worry.
Walking in the forest on a sunny day always gives me a sense of calm. Now, save this with a deep, relaxed breath. Listening to the sound of the rain gives me a sense of calm.
My name is Amber. Last Tuesday evening, I was at home. I was listening to music on my smart speaker, my laptop was charging, and I was just about to start cooking dinner. My entire evening was planned around technology. Suddenly, everything stopped. The music, the lights, the hum of the fridge, everything. There was a power cut. My first feeling was annoyance. I couldn't cook, I couldn't work on my laptop, and the Wi-Fi was gone, so my phone had no internet. I felt completely cut off from the world. At first, I was really bored. I walked from room to room with my phone's flashlight, but there was nothing to do. I looked at my phone and saw I was starting to run out of battery, which made me feel a little anxious. That anxious feeling made me think, what if the power didn't come back for days? our entire modern world would just stop. No lights, no internet, no fridge, no phone. We would be completely in the dark, in every sense of the word. I wondered how difficult it would be for people to adapt to a world without it. I think we have forgotten how to live any other way. Then I remembered I had some candles in a drawer. I lit a few, and the apartment was filled with a warm, soft light. I sat on the sofa and, just to do something, I picked up a book that I had started months ago but never finished. I started reading by candlelight. The world of the book felt more real in the quiet. There were no digital distractions, no notifications, no emails, just the story. I began to appreciate the quiet and realized how noisy my normal life was. When the lights suddenly came back on, the loud hum of the fridge and the blinking lights of the Wi-Fi router felt aggressive and invasive. For a moment, I missed the silence. That power cut taught me that I need to unplug more often, and it gave me a real sense of calm.
And we're back. It's so much clearer the second time, right?
It is. Now for our final practice. We call it the shadowing round. Just listen and repeat immediately, like an echo. It's perfect for your pronunciation and memory. Ready?
First one, dependent on. Repeat it with me. Dependent on. Children are dependent on their parents for food and shelter.
Next, entire. Let's pronounce it together. Entire. He spent the entire day reading his new book.
And now, hum. Say it clearly. Hum. I could hear the low hum of the refrigerator.
Next up, a power cut. Repeat it after me. A power cut. The storm caused a power cut in the whole town.
Let's try this one. Cut off. Let's say it together. Cut off. When I'm on the train, I feel cut off from the world.
Moving on. Run out of. Repeat it clearly. Run out of. I need to go shopping. We have run out of milk.
Almost there. In the dark. Let's pronounce it together. In the dark. Without a candle, we were completely in the dark.
A big phrase. In every sense of the word. Repeat it after me. In every sense of the word. The holiday was a disaster in every sense of the word.
And to adapt. Let's say it together. To adapt. It took me a while to adapt to my new job.
Next, candles. Repeat it clearly. Candles. We put 30 candles on his birthday cake.
A nice phrase. By candlelight. Repeat the phrase. By candlelight. They had a romantic dinner by candlelight.
Next one, distractions. Let's pronounce it distractions. The library is a good place to study because there are no distractions.
And appreciate the quiet. Say it clearly. Appreciate the quiet. Sometimes you need to go to nature to appreciate the quiet.
Almost done. Blinking. Let's say it. Blinking. The red light on the camera was blinking.
Next, invasive. Let's pronounce it invasive. I find pop-up ads on websites very invasive.
And a modern one, to unplug. Repeat it after me. To unplug. My main goal for this vacation is to unplug from work.
And the final one, a sense of calm. Say it with a peaceful voice. A sense of calm. Yoga gives me a great sense of calm.
Wow, that was a fantastic session with a lot of thoughtful vocabulary. You did an amazing job.
You did! Now it's your turn. Our question for you is, what would you do if there was a power cut for a few hours tonight? How would you spend your time?
We always love to read your answers and stories.
That's all the time we have for you today. Until next time, keep practicing.
Bye for now.